here at Toluca Baseball. We are very, very lucky to have with us a Dodger. One of the great Dodgers in the history of baseball. The Dodgers are the most important franchise in the history of baseball, the franchise that broke the color barrier. And I will forever be a Dodger fan. And the name Al the Bull Ferrara is a name in Dodger history that you should know, and you have the opportunity to meet Al today. He played with two Dodger championship teams in '63 and '65. He did something in his career by playing on these championship teams that Joe Torre, Rod Carew, Sammy Sosa, Ernie Banks, and Ken Griffey Jr. never had the opportunity to do in their career. Not once, but Al did it, I believe, on three occasions. So, ladies and gentlemen of Toluca Baseball, please join me in warmly welcoming Al the Bull Ferrara.
Life is not all peaches and cream. Forgot to say the 2 years that I played for the San Diego Padres, I lost 100 games in each year. So we go from one extreme to the other. But on behalf of the Los Angeles Dodgers, we want to congratulate all the players and their families on this season starting. I want to turn to you just for a second. This is a tremendous turnout. This is wonderful. This is showing great support for them. You don't know how important it is. When I was a young man and playing in the sandlots of Brooklyn, New York, I always saw my dad back there at every game watching me play. So it's so important, and I felt so good when I saw them. Now if I can direct my back to you and talk to the players. This is the start of a season. The season starts, we're all equal. Nobody's won, nobody's lost. So everybody starts on an even keel. Just like in spring training in baseball, where everybody, the Kansas City Royals, think they can win the pennant. You should all think that you can be the best team. Now I know that there's going to be better teams than others, but right now we're all equal. But 5 weeks down the road, there's going to be a team that's 0-5 playing against a team that's 5-0. Well, everybody's going to think about that team 5-0 winning the game. It doesn't happen that way. The team, the players on the 0-5 team, don't you let them do it. You try the best that you can. You play them hard. They got to beat you here on the field. Now you guys might say, oh, that's nice for you to say, how am I going to do this? Okay, let me tell you how you're going to do it. It's so simple as playing baseball. There's two names on my uniform. One is on the front of the shirt, the other on the back of the shirt. You got to play for the front of the shirt, a team. That's how you're successful in baseball. Remember, I didn't say winning, I said successful, because not everybody here is going to be a Major League Baseball player. But if you listen and follow these 4 things that I'm going to talk to you about, you'll be successful in anything that you do. A lawyer, a doctor, a president, a senator. Number 1, there's 4 bases in baseball. You got to get to first base first before you can get to home plate. Who's going to get you to first base? It's all these wonderful, wonderful administrators who got you a new field, got you new grass. I grew up in Brooklyn. I didn't know what grass looked like when I played. So they're going to get you to first base. Your concessionaires, the people selling the hats, the president of the league, they'll get you to first base. You listen to them. They have given you the opportunity. How are you going to get to second base? Well, it's going to be them out there, the parents, that are going to get you to second base. Why? They go to work so that you can have your uniforms, your dues paid for you, and taking care of you, make sure you're here on time. How are you going to play if you're not here on time? So your parents get you to second base, and whether you get a base hit or you hit a home run, they love you. It's great that we're the number of your favorite player and all of that and really admire them, and you should do that. But your parents are your role models. They're the ones that love you. Hey, we're going to go to third base now, and who's going to get us to third base? Well, who's going to get the guys who are underappreciated, the coaches of your team. They will get you to third base. They take their time and their money, okay, to come here and coach you. So if they tell you to bunt, you bunt. If they tell you don't to swing at a pitch, don't swing at the pitch. If you have something to say, wait till the game's over. You might go over and ask the coach why he did that certain thing. But just go ahead and do it. I can remember fondly again, I keep on talking about it because I once played in the Sandlots. My first game I ever went to Ebbets Field. My coach took me there, Ebbets Field, where the Brooklyn Dodgers played. The first time I ever went to Yankee Stadium, my coach took me to Yankee Stadium. He paid for the tickets. He cared about me. So remember one thing, when that game is over, your coach is playing an important part. Well, now home plate. Who gets the home plate? You, the players. Okay? The players get the home plate. You're going to get all the glory. You get it. You're the best. You're at everything. But without getting the first, without getting the second, without getting the third, you can't get the home plate. I also want to talk to you a little bit about running the ball out. The worst thing that you could do is to come out here and waste your time. If you don't get a hit, you hit a ground ball, I want you to run all the way to first base. You're 5, 10, 15 years old. You can't be tired. Back up every play. Back up because you are a team. If a ground ball goes to second base, the right fielder shouldn't be standing out there looking at the building. He should try to anticipate that the second baseman's going to make an error. Charge the ball. It might win you one game in 5 years, but that's one game. If you want to think about a player that I would tell you to watch when the Dodgers are playing to see how the game should be played, I'm going to tell you his name, and it's not one of the stars. His name is Jamie Carroll. If you watch him play, he's 36 years old, he runs the ball out to first base. When he makes out, he runs back into the dugout. He doesn't walk. I've got some 25-year-olds out there, and I don't want to mention their names. I like my job, so I'm not going to knock anybody. Okay? I got some 25-year-olds on first base. They walk right back to their dugout on third base, walking back. He's 25, making $50 million a year. Come on, run a little bit. The good, like I said before, the team that's 5-0, the team that's 0-5. And now let's get on a personal level. The guy that's batting fourth and the guy that's batting eighth. There's always going to be, at any age, somebody that's playing a little bit better than the other. But I want to talk to you about the guys batting eighth, the guys batting fourth, because from one year to the next, the talent level can change. So never, never give up if you've got 7 guys that are better than you or doing a little bit better on a team, because next year you might be number 3 and 2 years from now you might be number 1. Keep on playing. One more story from Brooklyn, and this is an important one to go over that last fact. On a little field in Brooklyn, New York, there was no grass, no bases, rocks. you played left field and the buses were running behind you, so to go back on a fly ball, you had to look and see if a bus was coming by to run out there and catch it. From that little field in Brooklyn, back in the mid-50s, that field was called St. Athanasius Field. It was a CYO league. And out of that league, there were 5 players that everybody from the surrounding area came to see. They looked like they were gonna be major leaguers. There was no doubt. And you know, every one of those 5 guys made it to the major leagues for distinguished careers in a 4-year period. Their names, now, you young guys, you go home to the computers and look this up, okay, so you'll know who they are. Sandy Koufax. Joe Torre, Tommy Davis, Joe Pepitone, and Bob Aspromonte all had distinguished careers out of that one little rock field, okay, and they all went to the big league. And I remember everybody sitting around coming and said, wow, they can't miss, and they couldn't. Oh, forgot something. There was a 6th guy there, and the 6th guy batted 8th on the team. In his senior year in high school, he batted .083, 4 hits in 48 at-bats in the senior year in high school. Nobody expected him to make it, but he did, and he had a pretty good career, and that was me. What I'm trying to bring out is never give up any hope. Always play hard. You never know when that little from 6 months means so much at your age, the development stage. That's the time that you can go from number 8 hitter to number 4 hitter. Because I went from number 8 hitter in high school to 6 years later batting cleanup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Thank you so much for having me. I really, really hope that you have the best of seasons. You got the opportunity, take advantage of it, have a great year.
Now, the Ferrara, ladies and gentlemen.